What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Smackdown review, the final Smackdown before the Royal Rumble this Sunday, as we had a lot on this show tonight. I would say some good, some bad, and maybe a part that was great. But we kicked the show off with Daniel Bryan eating an apple as they were in Toledo tonight, as Miz called it a dump, and he refused to clear the locker room or something, and he's supposed to pay everyone's salaries and stuff, like a bonus. But Bryan pretty much said, he offered him a stall in the bathroom somewhere, and you know what? Tonight, you will have your Intercontinental title rematch tonight against Dean Ambrose. And it will be in a Lumberjack match. No DQ also. So, since you paid the salaries of everybody, so, you don't mind him being a ringside either. We pretty much officially kicked off the show then with Randy Orton versus Luke Harper, who put on a really good match. Pretty much ending with Randy Orton hitting an RKO on him, and they all came out with each other. Luke Harper did that clothesline and everything, trying to get Bray Wyatt to pay attention to him and about to go for the discus, but Orton pretty much countered it and hit an RKO for the win. Wyatt then got in the ring and he hugged Luke Harper, but then he hit a Sister Abigail on him as Orton smiled then, and they pretty much left him there and walked away. Now, this was a pretty good match, but what does this mean for Luke Harper now, since they're all three of them are supposed to be in the Royal Rumble this Sunday? So is Luke Harper out of the Wyatt family now? Did Bray Wyatt officially kick him out, or was this a way of punishment? So, we don't know. Maybe he'll be by himself. Maybe he'll turn on them this Sunday when the Royal Rumble match comes. Harper will turn on them and eliminate both of them or something. So, I'm not sure what they'll really go with this for Luke Harper. So, I don't know if it's just going to be Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt now, or is he still in it, or is he officially kicked out of the Wyatt family. But we'll have to wait and see. They did a video packaged in for last week with the cage match. Wasn't really that great of a cage match. Pretty much later on, then Mickie James came out next, which someone got a better reaction this time, because last week she got no reaction, and that was just horrible. Like, nobody did not know who the fuck Mickie James was last week. That felt really insane to me. Like, does nobody know who this girl is? Really? But you have to blame the casual fans, I guess. I didn't know who the fuck Mickie James was. But Mickie James came out here, as Renee Young said, it's almost been 7 years since she's been in the company, even though she was at NXT about a couple months back in November. But she pretty much went on to talk about her resume of being a 5-time women's champion, beating Trish Stratus at WrestleMania, and you need to talk about her highlights and everything. But we asked about, you haven't answered the question, Renee said. You just use your resume. And she talked about Becky Lynch and said, you want to say it's a revolution and everything. But, we were the first ones, athletes here, that were in the WWE. We were the ones doing this, as y'all talk about this women's revolution. And, she thought all of them would have gotten away, all those people in the back, but except for Alexa Bliss, who actually remembered who she was and fighting against the lies. And, she wouldn't be there here if it wasn't for Alexa Bliss and everything. So it's not about revolution. This is about the reinvention of Mickie James. As Becky Lynch came out and Mickie said, "You want some?" Pretty much. He says, "I'll give you something to cry about." She pretty much attacked Mickie James, then Becky Lynch, as Mickie tried to go through the crowd. Alexa Bliss came in and pretty much hit her on the side, and Mickie hit the kick on her. Alexa Bliss on Becky Lynch, and then after that, Alexa Bliss pretty much hit a Twisted Bliss on her, which I didn't know where Mickie James' promo was going for. Man, I was a little worried at first. Then again, people started chanting what during the promo that they didn't care, because I'm like, okay, are you heel? Are you face? And just saying like you're talking about what you did, but it was almost a little bit tough to see where she was going with this. So it was somewhat. Didn't know where it was kind of making and everything. Yeah, I didn't know where to to do that, but she did cut a good promo though and everything. I just didn't know what the direction was at first, but it's pretty much making her a heel, and that I guess they're just gonna beat up Becky Lynch for a while. Then James Ellsworth and Carmella, which they went shopping, which to get a full makeover, and he started dressing like Santa and the Godfather, and I don't know, Sami Zayn, and pretty much they found some clothes. And Carmella, listen, I don't know what they're doing with James Ellsworth. Like I said before with WWE and James Ellsworth, I think they just ran out of stuff for him to do. So now they're throwing him with Carmella for some reason. Because I guess that whole AJ Styles thing, beating him every week, wasn't going to work. And they finally killed it when AJ Styles beat the living bejesus out of him after he beat AJ Styles 3 times. But at least now they found something for them to do. Him to do, I guess. But it's I don't know where this is going with him and Carmella and what kind of goofy segments they're doing. And I don't know if he's heel or face at this point. I don't know if they should have kept him going with this AJ and Dean Ambrose thing. But like I said, I think they've ran out of the ideas for this guy. But again, they're giving him a contract, so I don't know what to say to do with James Ellsworth. It's just kind of like he's just there right now. Baron Corbin, for some reason on commentary, talked about the 10-man battle royal to see who will get into the Royal Rumble, which I don't think anybody cared for these people that were in here. Vaudevillains were pretty much gone as soon as they even moved. We can blame Simon Gotch for that. They get buried every week. And none of these guys lacked the star power. Come on, got Kurt Hawkins in there, Slater and Rhino, Breezango, The Ascension. Just a bunch of tag teams. Mojo Rawley, Kurt Hawkins was out next, and then again they just mostly elimination by elimination, with Mojo Rawley pretty much getting the win, taking out Tyler Breeze. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's something. Some people call this a house show type of thing. You would see this type of battle royale, but I guess he got a spot in the Royal Rumble, which once again finally I guess someone now is actually qualified and say, instead of saying I'm in the Royal Rumble, 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 I'm in the Royal Rumble. So it's better than that at least. After that, Nikki Bella and I don't see what they're going with this Nikki Bella and Natalya thing anymore. Which Nikki's talking about her face on the truck next to John Cena's, and Natalya attacked her. Which I don't know. I feel like they're doing the same thing every week now. It's going to be just Natalya attacking Nikki Bella at random places in the street now or around the arena. Since it was outside the arena or in the ring or in the back or somewhere. Listen, I don't see how they keep this feud going. I was never a fan of this in the first place. The brawls may have been okay, but I've said this in the past. I do not look at Nikki Bella as a sympathetic face. I don't even know how she's the face. I just don't look at it. I don't see it. And we know Natalya's the better wrestler. But it's like they try to build her up like she's in her prime. Then again, who was Nikki Bella ever in her prime, to be honest? What, that political bullshit-ass title reign, which I brought up dozens and dozens of times? It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. But like we kind of know. And it's funny when she said like John has never done anything to help. Okay, I think there can be facts to that, really, that help you get to where your career is now, as some would say. But I do not really understand why they continue this feud. And it's gotten to the point where, okay, who attacks who? Let's get to the best thing of the night, as AJ Styles came out. Before he called out John Cena, he was mad at the Royal Rumble poster some people brought up, why he is not even featured. John Cena's in the front, but I'm not in the front. I'm way in the back somewhere. And he blamed Shane McMahon not showing any respect to the champion. And he pretty much was going to call Cena out first, which he had new gear, new colors now for his shirt and everything. And Cena was about to talk, but AJ Styles shut him up, and they talked about him on a Today Show clip, which whoever these reporters were saying, like, this, so you're facing this guy from Atlanta, and they pretty much mocked them. Whoever these Today Show people didn't know what Cena was probably talking about with wrestling anyway, and just kind of mocked it, and somewhat buried him in a way. That felt like a Barry type of thing right there. And Styles said, you forgot who I was, huh? And you used to be the unbeatable champ, and now you're nobody. No one misses you since you've been gone, alright? No one does. And all you do is come up with excuses and stuff. And what's the excuse going to be left for Cena because he's the champion? Now you're a sorry excuse for a wrestler. And he talked about a shirt, about, respect it and everything. And earn it. But what have you done? You've done nothing around here lately. He says, I fought for every inch in the WWE. And at the Royal Rumble, he's going to put a foot up Cena's ass. Pretty much. He's going to do that. He's going to pretty much put a foot up Cena's ass. But Cena pretty much went on in his promo. Pretty much almost sounded like some Dr. Thugonomics right here, Cena. Which it was kind of going into, but very shoot style almost. As you talk about AJ Styles, and you want to talk about all these speeches and everything, and you're crying about a poster and somebody on a morning show because I said something bad about it. He tells Title Styles, like, you only been hot for 6 months. I've been down here for over a decade, okay? You ain't even on my level. You're not even below my level, and you fail to make it. Every time somebody fails to make it on the WWE, they're always gonna blame Cena because I buried you or something. And he just said, you think I'm a sorry excuse for a wrestler, like, because I didn't put time in the indie scene? He says, I wasn't built for the indie scene. I'm built for the WWE in the Royal Rumble this Sunday. I ain't done nothing in the indie scene. I ain't had to do nothing in the indie scene. I've been here. And pretty much the only reason why you have the title right now, because he said, I let you have the title. And pretty much said this Sunday at the Royal Rumble, you ain't just gonna be some guy from Atlanta. You're just gonna be a guy. Because every time someone says I did this, they wanna be me. Cena says, I'm a bad, bad man. It says my time is now so recognized. Because anyone that wants to be him, most of the time, that complains about him, y'all wanna be me. That's how he's put it up to be now. So he's pretty much put it like that. And I don't know what to say about this promo, really. There's a lot of things, and I've talked to some people throughout the night. I was looking at my phone on Twitter. Some people think Cena pretty much damn near fucking buried AJ Styles right there. Like, it's almost like he tried to take the momentum out of that right now through a promo. And it was a damn near great promo. And some people, I'm sure we're all going to say that, he was like showing a lot of heel aspects out there while he was talking. So he like just wondering if he's going to be healing that. So I think John Cena may be walking away with the title this Sunday, but god damn, he was just going in like, I don't need the indie scene. Fuck the indie scene. Fuck the indies. I've been here. I've done this for a minute. Like you when you got here, you only been great for 6 months. I've been here for over a decade. So I've been here over a decade now. So I've done everything out there too. You just got here. Just got the championship. You're just the hot commodity right now, as he pretty much said to AJ Styles. And I don't know, to go to Barry, say you not on my level, you ain't below my level. Like, holy shit, they damn near fucking buried this guy out here. If some put it. And all AJ did was stand there and look and didn't even say anything back. I don't know if John Cena's taking the title this Sunday. Maybe, or maybe he'll turn heel at the Royal Rumble Sunday. I don't know. But do I see AJ Styles retaining this? Maybe, and if he does retain it, he may lose it at the Elimination Chamber then. If, when the Elimination Chamber match comes, he may lose it there. But it was a damn good promo right there. Like, fucking shit. I had to sit up and look at that for a second. Holy shit, damn near burying him out here. But we continued on with Dolph Ziggler versus Kalisto, which he pretty much super kicked Kalisto and it was over. And he went to get a chair, then Ziggler and JBL stood up, but Apollo Crews attacked him. But again, no one does really pretty much react to Apollo Crews for some reason nowadays, but pretty much Apollo Crews gonna hit him with a chair, but he hit the post, and Ziggler pretty much ran off from there then, and I don't know. Ziggler looks like he's healed, but now he's just back to beating up Kalisto and Crews again for some just because. Naomi finally back on TV. Was gonna go against Natalya, but Natalya and Nikki Bella once again attacking each other. And Naomi pretty much grabbed the microphone and says, you know, I came back to Smackdown with a land of opportunity. And I'll take anybody, any woman in the back right now, alright? And Alexa pretty much said that, you know, you haven't been on TV in 3 months, have you? And you're not getting the chance. I'm not here to answer your challenge or anything, but pretty much like, who are you? And Naomi says she pretty much snatched the blonde off her head ball, walking around here like Mr. Clean, man. But could have came with a better line, but it was alright. And pretty much says that I'm gonna be the next women's champion. And Alexa was gonna get in the ring, says, you want a title shot, huh? But she backed off, and when people booed, she says, oh, you can boo all you want, I'm still the champ. And she says, why don't you go back to obscurity? And I guess maybe they're now gonna put Naomi versus Alexa Bliss for the title. Maybe if they're just gonna move to Becky Lynch, maybe probably go against Mickie James if that happens. Then again, I don't know where Naomi has been in almost over 3 months on TV anyway. I don't know if it was because she was injured. It's what I hear. And then again, I remember she got on Twitter, said she was the only woman without a storyline, that her graphic was taken off the Total Divas thing. And then again, she is right. She had nothing going on. Like, everybody else was doing something on the show with her. Even like before now, you had Carmella and this whole Natalya thing with Nikki Bella happening. You had Alexa versus Becky going on for a number of months. And then now you just have, now you got this whole Ellsworth and Carmella thing. You got the Mickey, Alexa Bliss and Becky thing and stuff. And, you know, Natalya and Nikki Bella. And you wonder, like, what does this leave Naomi? She ain't doing shit. Nothing. And maybe this could be the chance to give her, title shot. Some say we're leading to WrestleMania since it's in her hometown. And I just think people have forgotten. Don't get me wrong, I like the entrance and it's cool, but the whole feeling the glow thing can get you so far, and it wasn't doing nothing. So hopefully it's something for her that they can finally get something going with her. So I believe SmackDown can do it, because SmackDown does better everything than Raw. If it was Raw, she wouldn't be doing shit also, but got a point there when she said she's the only woman on the show not doing anything. So hopefully she gets an opportunity now to go for the title, because she wasn't just gonna stand out there. Dean Ambrose, before Dean Ambrose, at the Royal Rumble now, I guess they're making it. Becky, Naomi, and Nikki Bella will go against Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya. And as we got into the main event, Dean Ambrose went against The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship in a Lumberjack match, which a lot of guys are out there, pretty much from Vaudevillains, Ascension, Baron Corbin, American Alpha, Kalisto, Mojo, Kurt Hawkins, Usos, which I almost forgot about them lately. A lot of guys out there. Pretty much, it's a good match, and it pretty much ended with everybody brawling in the ring. This is no DQ also, so all the Lumberjacks started beating each other up, and Corbin was about to go for a clothesline on Ambrose, but Ambrose dodged it. Miz went for a roll-up, but he dodged that too, and was about to get about to hit the skull crushing, but was the skull crush finale? But it wasn't. But he tried to roll up Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose pretty much dodged, hit the Dirty Deeds, won, retained the title, and will be in the Royal Rumble this Sunday. But pretty much for the Rumble anyways, huge brawl, closes the show. Everybody beats each other up into the Rumble this Sunday. So we'll see how this goes. There was a few good things on the show. Most of the greatest thing to see on here was the Cena and AJ promo. Also the Mickie James and Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch thing going on. I don't know what they're doing with Ellsworth, really. I still don't care about Nikki Bella that much. Battle Royale was who cares? They're gonna get eliminated anyways. But it was a couple of good things going on SmackDown. Was it better than Raw? Raw only had 2 things yesterday, and SmackDown usually has a better show most of the time and time again. So, you know, mostly every week I'm probably gonna say SmackDown's just a better show, most regardless. Maybe because the Cena and promo just AJ promo just kind of knocked it out of the water tonight, so I can say that too. But you know, that's my opinion on everything that happened on SmackDown tonight. And I'll see for the Royal Rumble this Sunday. Also, we got a lot going on. NXT Takeover San Antonio. Can't forget about that this Saturday. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. We're going to be live reactions for that this Saturday anyways. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. And peace out.